Hello, beautiful water signs. How are you? My name is Alyssa. This is my channel of New Direction. So this is a reading for July. Oh boy, I can't believe we're here. Halfway through the year. That's just mind-blowing. Okay, so this is going to be a big month, guys. There's a lot going on. Mercury's still retrograding. Saturn starts retrograding. It joins Jupiter and Pluto. There's a full moon. There's a new moon on the 20th. Like, there's a lot of energies going on, okay? So, for each one of you water signs, in the description box below, there's a timestamp. And so you can go to your reading. We're going to start with Cancer, so it's going to go Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So Cancers, just keep watching. Scorpios and Pisces, this is a great time for you to go to the description box and skip ahead to your reading, and I will meet you there. Okay, so Cancers, let's get started. I'm outside. Ooh, I maybe should have said that before I sent everybody on their way. I'm outside. Kids and dogs are obviously all home. Ponies are behind me. If we get interrupted, I apologize, and let's just get into this. Okay, so I have some stuff written down as far as the astrology kind of goes for this month, and so I'm going to start with that, and then we'll get into the reading, okay? So, first of all, happy birthday, Cancer friends. Your birthday maybe was feeling a little dampened by the ongoing Mercury retrograde that has been rolling through your sign, but you can still save the month. Mercury will go direct on the 12th. This will give you room for a little less self-doubt and scrutiny. Have you been picking on yourself, pointing out all of the shortcomings that you seem to find in yourself these last couple weeks? However, the time has come to look past all of the so-called shortcomings and truly start to consider all the good that you have to offer. The new moon on the 20th will help you to remind yourself that in order to be able to love and care and appreciate others, you must first start with yourself. Pretty cool, eh? All right, let's get into this. So we're going to start with the Energy Oracle deck, and I'm going to pull energies for your your distant past, your recent past, your present energy, your near future, and your distant future. I don't know why I struggle so much going over trying to say all those out. I totally know it when I start the reading, but like, oh my gosh, it's impossible for me to say some for some reason. All right, guys. Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of July, Spirit. Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancers for the month of July. What are the energies, Spirit, that you have to talk about today? Message of highest intentions for the Cancers. Okay. Distant past energy. Distant past energy for the Cancers. What is flipped over here? Temple path. Recent past. Near future spirit. What's the near future energy for the Cancers? Adjacent possibilities. Wow. Adjacent possibilities, anxiety, and then the sun. And then the Healer of Ages behind it. You guys have a lot going on here as far as your spiritual kind of connection here. And so on the bottom of the deck, you had adjacent possibilities. Okay? And behind that, you had anxiety. Okay? And then the sun. It's almost like this adjacent possibilities, all of these open doors, they make you anxious because it's as though that you see all the open doors, but you're not really sure how to go forward, okay? You're almost anxious and apprehensive as to which way forward is going to bring this kind of fulfillment, okay? This sun. Like, look at all of the wonderful things in that sun card, right? Romance, fertility, happiness, abundance, that's what the water's talking about, creativity, okay? The Healer of Ages, though, was behind that sun. So to me, this is really talking about that connection to the higher here. You know, that connection to the higher and that connection to your highest intentions, more or less, okay? That connection to the road and the life that you want to align yourself to, right? Okay? Have you just been picking on all these shortcomings, right? Have you been anxious about all of these options before you and been thinking, okay, but maybe I can't do them, maybe I'm not good enough for them, maybe they're not actually really for me, you know, whatever the case is. Okay, we're just going to pull the future, sorry, for the past. I'm going to the past here. Spirit, can you move it here for the past? One spirit. One moon card. Thank you. Present. Two. Issues, reaches, solutions. Okay, I have little bugs. Oh, it's these spiders. Okay. Guys, I've got spiders on me, which means your intentions of the day is, you know, spin that web of intention. Okay, wow. All right, let's get into these energies. So, I'm going to, maybe, the papers are blowing away here. Sorry, guys. Okay, so, distant past was the temple path. Okay? The temple path is talking about that place with you in spirit. It's talking about that place deep within your soul, that connection place, you know? This temple path, this is within you. This is within your soul. This is a sacred place, you know, which you can maybe find meditating or connecting with the higher. But that's what that temple path is talking about. And as a distant past energy, I think it's talking about your acknowledgement maybe of that place, okay? The acknowledgement of that, maybe that need for that connection. The Magician, maybe the power that that connection could even give you, right? Maybe it was that connection, you know, as you embrace that connection of that temple path that's inside you, you also embraced the power that that connection gave you, okay? Yeah, fulfillment. See, the Magician and the Four of Wands clarified this temple. And it was as though in the past, you know, you have come to this place of temple. You have come to this place within your soul that you knew that you needed to connect to a higher. And within that higher, it brought you this power. It brought you the power of the Magician. And the Magician is knowing that all the power is within our hands. All of the things that we wish to manifest, all of the goodness that we want to bring forward to ourselves, the person that we want to become, that comes with the Magician kind of power. And the Four of Wands is a celebration. It's happiness. It's fulfillment for what that was. Okay, and maybe this connection was, maybe it's not something, maybe it was something that you've seen, but it wasn't something that you truly believed in this power. Okay, maybe for some of you, you know, you acknowledge the fact that there was this temple place within inside you, but you feared maybe from some of this power, from some of this ability to manifest what it is that you want in your life, to manifest this happiness, okay? But to me, as a distant past energy, this is talking about there was that acknowledgement. Deep within inside you, you did acknowledge that you had the ability to change your outcome here, okay? This is the distant future. The most recent past. That's what this is, okay? A woman holding her heart. Maybe this is a female in your life, okay? For some of you, this could be a feminine person who has a feminine soul that has come into your life, right? And who has really, you know, bared their heart to you. For some of you, this could be talking about you. The fact that you opened yourself up to really bear your heart on your sleeves. You came forward with that heart. You know, from that temple place, from that connection, maybe that acknowledgement of the power within you really opened you up to come forward with your heart for who you are. The Four of Cups. It's almost as though in the recent past that you acknowledged that, okay, some cups got spilt in my life, absolutely. But there is still more color. There's still another cup here. Spirit is still offering me more. And that comes with, see, this kind of understanding comes with when you acknowledge and accept this temple path, right? When you can find this peaceful place in this temple path, you know, in your connection to the divine, it really helps you to understand and appreciate that, yes, okay, some cards got spilt, but those cups weren't for me. The cups that got spilt here, they weren't for me. Look at this plain color. But look at this beautiful color, the 5D kind of realm. This is the realm that Spirit's asking you, you know, pay attention to over here. Look at your blessings over here, right? This woman holding a heart, I feel though, as some of you maybe You know, and some of you could maybe be sitting in this phase, right, where you're actually just looking, you know, at these cups. Maybe you've put your heart into something and it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, right? And it was disappointing. It was really, it was kind of a setback here, you know, and you're missing this acknowledgement to that cup there, right? You're missing that acknowledgement to the cup that Spirit's trying to offer you. And we have to understand that sometimes the things that we think are going to work in our lives, they're not meant to work the way that we think they have to. And we have to accept that. We have to acknowledge that, you know, just because things are the way they are right now doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way that they're always going to be, you know? Yeah, see? Four of Cups and the Hermit. Again, it comes to finding this place. It comes from sitting alone, blocking out the noise, and finding the light within inside you, your connection to the higher here, okay? What makes you shine bright? What makes you authentic? What makes your light, you know, radiate from inside you? That's what the Hermit's asking you. It's asking you to connect to the higher. It's asking you to take a break and connect to the higher, okay? The Moon card that you guys pulled for your past energy was nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon, okay? And this is saying that, you know, it's not written. You know, your lessons are here and the cycles are here. Yes, okay, your soul agreed to that before it came here. But the way you go about these lessons and the way that, you know, you bring in these cycles to a close or to new beginnings, right? That is not yet set in stone, okay? The tides of your life, the tides of your free will, you know, they will change that constantly, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. All right, so the present energy was the world, and I love this because check this out. Here you are standing down here, okay? And this is your world. This is your life as a whole, all right? And notice how there's like, you can actually see the world here, and then on this side it's dark. But do you notice the white light, the white illuminated rim around the entire world? And this is saying it's looking at it as a whole. Understanding that you, as a present energy, it's saying you need to just step back for a minute and understand, illuminate the whole picture, the good and the bad, and appreciate, acknowledge where you have come from here, okay? World. There's an energy here, Spirit. The High Priestess. The High Priestess, the Page of Cups, and the King of Swords. Oh. Seven of Swords. See, there's been this deceit. There's been a lot of darkness, okay? Maybe you've been out in the dark. Maybe people have cheated you. Maybe there's just been a lot of shitty kind of energy that has been, you know, in your light. But see here how this man is stealing the feathers from this crow, okay? Underneath the moonlight. That's because nothing goes without being seen. Everything in life has a karmic balance. So even the evils that happen, there is a karmic balance to that. You know, and we cannot always see that. That's not always, we don't always see the outcome and how that's going to look, okay? But it's saying that it happens. That's part of it, okay? Spirit sees it all. Spirit sees all the injustice that goes on. And the Seven of Swords, it can also be talking about, you know, holding secrecies, not yet kind of coming forward with what it is, you know, maybe that you're doing. Maybe you're doing this whole reflection of your life kind of quietly to yourself right now. You know, whether that's because you're you know, you don't have that kind of okay, yeah, actually we're not going to go off on that one because, okay, so the world, the Seven of Swords, I'm the King of Swords. See, and the King of Swords is somebody who can sit there in clarity. He's intuitive, yes. He's been through a lot of fucking shit, absolutely, okay? But see here how he sits on this mountaintop, and he's cool, he's calm, he's collected. He looks like somebody who has probably, like, he knows how to give it his all, okay? He's not somebody that you're going to mess with. He's somebody who's going to be quick to cut the shit in his life that doesn't serve him. That's what that big sword is for, with the crow sitting on top. That's Spirit. You know, and that's Spirit guiding him, and he knows. He just knows. Spirit's going to guide him to the things, the energies, the situations that don't serve him in this life. These kind of negative energies, okay? That's what this King of Swords, he knows, he just knows intuitively that shit is not what is, it's not for him, okay? He can look at the world as a whole and appreciate it for all that it is, the good and the bad. He knows that he has to go forward with those lessons, okay? And as he goes forward with these lessons, the Page of Cups was behind him. And the Page of Cups is talking about newness. It can be talking about new romance. It can be talking about new family beginnings. It can just be talking about excitement, enthusiasm, and newness going forward. You know, a creative idea, like pigs can fly up here, right? And see the little hands with hearts down there? It's talking, you know, how his head's kind of in the clouds there, right? It's talking about excitement. It's daydreaming, okay? It's looking positively into the future. Okay, and that's what this is asking you. It's saying, okay, yes, there's been hard shit. Okay, that's part of this world. Part of the whole was that there was a lot of darkness. Okay, there was probably some deceit. There was probably some really hard times that karmically did not balance out in your favor at the time. Okay, but it's knowing and understanding and trusting that's just part of it. Okay, the King of Swords. That's just the clarity. Okay, that's understanding that that happens. Okay, and the Page of Cups behind it is the new way forward. It's the daydreaming. It's the dreams and the hopes and the future to go forward here. Okay, and then the High Priestess behind that. It's the ability to see beyond the veil. It's the ability to really connect to that intuitional side of you. Okay, to be able to close your eyes and sit with you in spirit and know the way forward. Just know. That's the High Priestess. She is that connected to her intuition. She is that connected to her spiritual side. She knows that she goes forward. The things she creates in her life, the things that she manifests in her life, she does that with spirit. She does that with spiritual connection and spiritual guidance. She's able to look at the life as a whole and say, okay, yes, that was all part of it, and I've come from all of that, and some of it was hard, and, you know, and it is what it is. Like, I'm not overlooking those challenges that you know, looking at the world as a whole brings. I'm not. Because that takes some really true, deep, you know, digging to really be able to evaluate your life as a whole and have a positive outlook on it. Be able to go forward with a positive outlook. That is a challenge. That is a hard place to be, but it's something that's fulfilling. It's something that's rewarding. Okay? And the moon energies that came with that were a time to give rather than a time to take. And that's the new moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than a time to take. It's time to give those good emotions out. It's time to give that, you know, energy out. It's like the law of attraction, right? What you give out is what you get back in. And your dreams need a practical plan. The full moon in Taurus. Okay? Your dreams need you to show up. They need you to journal. They need you to write out what it is that you want to go forward with. They need you to make a checklist of, you know, this is what I want to accomplish. This is what I want to do. And then it needs you to take those steps to achieve those things. You can't just wish on the moon and then say, you know, this is what I want to come to, but not show up or align yourself with the path that it takes to actually get to that goal. Okay? It's one thing to look at your world as a whole and say, okay, look, this is where I am. But then it's another to actually take the steps to align yourself with the life that you actually want to live. And those are just baby steps, day by day steps. Those are just things that you know, okay, so yesterday was a tough day. You start again then, you know, on the new day, in the new morning, right? And you try again, okay? Your near future energy was appreciation. That's extremely important. Here she stands in literally a garden of thorns. Yep, there's roses, absolutely. But there's a hell of a lot more thorns than there are roses. Have you ever looked at a rose? There's like, I don't know, 1 million thorns on one little branch and then one beautiful flower on the top, okay? But she's taking the time to appreciate the beautiful flowers on the top, okay? Yes, there are roses. Yes, things in life have pricked her, they've wrecked her dress, you know? But she still is taking time to appreciate and smell the roses, appreciate the good things that she has in her life. See, she's letting the sun in. She's letting the sun in to shine a way forward here, okay? As a near future, absolutely, that is something that you know, we all must do. We all must appreciate the beautiful blessings that we have, even among the thorns, okay? The Queen of Wands, she understands that, yep, there's been a lot of stuff. That's what this is up here, okay? There's been a lot of hardships. But here she sits, and she's powerful. She's powerful in here. She can manifest and glow and grow what it is she wants in her life. She knows that. The Queen of Wands knows that. She is that spiritually connected, spiritually solid. She just appreciates what her life has been. And she takes the good and the bad and makes it magic. The Page of Pentacles behind that, because there is a new opportunity to go forward here. forward here. There's a whole new way to start a life. Like a Page of Pentacles is like the beginning phase of going forward and truly just manifesting the 3D world life that you want to manifest. Whether that's a new job, whether that's a new relationship, whether that's, you know, just a new kind of lifestyle, whether that's a new work opportunity, whatever it is. It's talking about going forward in your 3D life and actually manifesting and creating and growing the life that you want to grow. She's standing here on a mountaintop holding this giant pentacle because she knows this is the way forward. This is the life I want to build. You know, and by appreciating the things that you've come from, it gives you the ability to go forward and manifest what you want in life. It gives you the inspiration to go forward. It gives you the power and the solidness to stand on the mountaintop and say, you know what, I've overcome all this. Here I am standing on the mountaintop, and now I'm creating new. Okay? Your distant future energy was the 7th chakra. That's the crown chakra. That's your connection to the divine. And it was also walking away. Okay? Through the doors. Moving away from things that maybe haven't served you in the past. A lifetime that maybe has been a struggle. Thoughts, you know, negative energies that maybe have just been such a struggle for you. Okay? But she's following these beautiful fireflies. She's going forward to the light. She's following her inspiration. She's following the guidance. Okay? She's following the guidance of the divine. She says, this is for me, and this is the way I'm going. Okay? She is walking towards the light. She is walking towards that connection. I'm going to point this out before I pull tarot cards. The moon card for your future energy was the cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, let's pull some tarot though for the 7th chakra and walking away. The distant future energy spirit. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, the Fool, the Devil, and Ace of Pentacles. You see? Here's the fiery new beginning. Here's the new way forward. Here's that kind of like passionate, it's the passion, it's the hope, it's the fire, it's the connection to your spiritual being that burns inside you. It's your whole soul being just being like, this is how I'm going forward. Okay? It sets your being on fire. That's what this connection to the divine and walking away from the garbage is. And I get this because it was the Ace of Wands, the Fool, the new beginning. Look at here. She's just falling into this ocean, this pool of like fulfillment. Like it looks holy almost, you know? It looks like a divine pool of water, and she's literally carelessly falling into it. She's just trusting it. And that's what Spirit is saying, you know? Here's this idea, here's this fire, here's this passion to go forward. Now trust Spirit. Trust Spirit. Release this negative dark energy. The devil energy here, this attachment to those low vibration energies, it's asking you to overcome this. It's asking you to walk away from this. This does not serve you. These low vibration, toxic, deceitful energies, okay, they affect us all in all shapes and forms at all points through our lives. But it's overcoming that. It's connecting to a higher. It's releasing yourself from the holds and the chains of the devil's energy. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. It's about accepting the new beginning. It's about embracing the opportunity here. The seed, the pentacle that is in your hand, it's taking this and going forward. Okay? It's aligning yourself to an opportunity to grow. A life that you want to grow. Something that is going to be fulfilling to you in whatever manner that is. Okay? That's different for all of us. You have this opportunity in your hand, okay? And the devil energy is what is telling you that it's not yours right now. The devil energy is what is saying you can't have this. This isn't for you, okay? But it is for you. That's where this connection comes from, okay? In this present energy, that is where this King of Swords, this Page of Cups, and this High Priestess come from. Okay? That is where this energy comes from. It comes from understanding. It comes from the clarity that yes, the hard shit has happened. Yes, there's been deceit. Yes, there's been a lot of toughness, you know. But you have the ability here to go forward. You have the ability here just to create anew, Cancers. You really do. The She-Who for the Cancers. Cancer of July. Who is she of July? She or he? She who of July, Spirit. Cancers. You got two, and I'm going to take them both. She who thrives, orchid. Flourish, prosper, blossom. And she who listens, Hannah. Understanding, witness, compassion. She who thrives. This card assures you that success is yours. Expansion energy vibrates all around you. Your job is to take advantage of the coming abundance. These are good times. If you have a certain business project, it is a time to strike. Remember, wealth comes in many forms. A good friend is as valuable as money in the bank. Stay open to the myriad ways of good Stay open to the ways of so the ways of good fortune can arrive. A four-leaf clover should not be overlooked because there's $1 next to it. You should pick up both while you are at it. She who thrives. See these butterflies? They're talking about the ability to transform here, and they even surround her eyes. It's as though she just sees now. She sees the transformation that has to happen in her life. You know, she sees the way forward here. And Hannah is, she who listens. Hannah is talking about taking those pains, you know, taking all those burdens, those things that have really maybe held you back and really kind of like hurt you. Hannah calls you to unburden yourself. There are many ways we can communicate our story. Allow a compassionate friend to bear witness to your revelation. You might start a journal where you write everything down. Don't avoid the ugly parts. Don't gloss over the good. Lay it all out. Let your inside self needs a chance to release. Let those tales be spun. And that's what Hannah's talking about, okay? She's talking about the compassion of the life that you have had, the hard times, you know, the trials, the things that you have come to, okay? Hannah's saying, bring that forward. Just release that to the spirit. Release that to the higher, okay? It's the compassion, the understanding. And there isn't anything that you can take to the Lord that he will not take, that he will not hear, okay? There isn't anything that you can take to the angels that they would be shocked to understand, right? Wow, guys. All right, good tarot. Where are we at for time here? Holy smokes. Direction. Call. This is the time for you to do your journey. This is the time to go forward, okay? This is your destiny that we're talking about here, you know? Evaluate the things in your life that you think are holding you back, and then set yourself free, okay? Open your heart up to this beautiful path that is for you, okay? All right, Cancers, that's it. That's it for today. Until next time, take care of yourselves, okay? All the best. Be gentle with yourselves, that's for sure. Don't pick on yourselves. All right, guys. Take care. All right, so we are on to Scorpio, guys. Hello, Scorpio. Just give me a second here to clean up these cards. So, Scorpios, let us see what we got going on for you guys. So, I have some stuff written down, and I do apologize because before I left you, or before I told you to go in the last video, I forgot to tell you I'm outside. I curse a little bit. If we get interrupted, I apologize, and that's that. That's those housekeeping rules. Okay, so I have some stuff written down as far as the astrology goes for this month. And so we're going to start with that, and then we're going to get into the reading, okay? So you may have found June to be a little bit of a restless month, personally and creatively. There we go. Okay, let's keep our cards down here. July is looking to be a powerful month, however. This is going to be a powerful month for self-transformation, soul-searching, and really going deep. Okay, this is a powerful month to reconstruct yourself, a good month to meditate, to acknowledge the power of your mind, as well as the importance of being able to quiet and calm your mind. This ability to quiet your mind and bring balance and peace to that space will ripple into the kind of balance and peace in all aspects of your life. Overall, this is a great month to open yourself up to a higher calling of thinking and moving forward in your life, including the physical care and the well-being of your body. Okay, so that's what we have for this month. Now we're going to start, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. So we're going to start with the energy oracles. We're going to pull distant past energy, recent past energy, near future, and then distant future. Okay? All right, let's get into this. Cancer, Sun, no, not Cancer, Scorpio. I just finished Cancer. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of July. Oh, I just can't even believe that. Like, we're done the 6th month of this year already. One more shuffle. Okay, you ready? Oh, geez. Scorpio, breathe out there. You guys have some clogged up cards here. Distant past energy. What's a distant past energy of the Scorpio? Very distant past energy. Ooh, broken heart. Recent past energy. 6 chakra. Present. And future. Wow, Spirit knew exactly what I was saying to you guys today. Angel of Strength is on the bottom, followed by Storm Warning. Okay? Storm Warning, what is this? Oh, Magician in the Mirror. Okay, this is talking about, as the underlying for this month, guys, this is really talking about the strength that you have within inside you. The ability and the knowledge and the knowing to go forward with the direction that you want to go. Okay? The Storm Warning is saying that, yep, there's things here that need to crumble. And this is probably why the Angel of Strength comes out first. Because it's saying you have the strength within you to overcome what needs to come down. Okay? The storm warning's kind of like tower moments. And as destructive as they can be in our lives, they're needed. They're needed parts within our lives because not everything in our life can remain the same. Things have to transform. Change is the most consistent thing in our lives. So when you allow things to transform, when you allow things to move, you know, that is where you truly, you truly open yourself up to the life that is for you, okay? The Magician in the Mirror. Okay, you open yourself up to the ability to be able to balance the things in your life that you need to balance. The spiritual understanding, the actions, okay? It's talking about this mirror here that's, you know, that's fogged over and faded and glossy. It's talking about the future being yet unwritten. Financial constraints were behind that with envy and then door to value, okay? And maybe things are kind of tight right now in your life, Scorpio. Maybe they are. Maybe, you know, the last couple of months stuff has been going on and it's financially making you, you know, tight. Maybe this whole COVID thing has made you more tight, okay? But it's acknowledging that, okay, just because these things are happening, it doesn't mean that it's completely destroying my life, okay? I have the power within me to go forward. I have the power to, you know, overcome the challenges that I'm facing at this time, okay? I just want to, sorry, I forgot to pull these these are new. So excited. They're called the Moonology. And I'm going to pull one for past, present, and future energy. Present. 2 for the present. And future. Communication is key. That is the beginning here. Communication is key. All right. So, past energy. Okay, distant past energy was heartbreak. And I mean, that can be different for all of us. Maybe there was, you know, maybe it was a relationship. Maybe it was a work thing. Maybe it was family, you know. It's a general reading. So you need to take how that resonates with you individually, okay? It's not for everybody. The same message isn't for everybody. So take what fits, leave what doesn't. Okay, let's pull some tarot on this broken heart here. Okay. Clarify this distant. The Chariot clarified it. It was as though, yes, okay, the broken heart needed to happen, but it needed the Chariot and then the Four of Wands. You see, the brokenness needed to happen. The heartbreak needed to happen here. Because whatever it was, it set you, it aligned you to a different path. Okay, it aligned you to a different direction forward. The way maybe that you were going, the broken heart, you know, the way that you were going, and that maybe caused this broken heart, it changed your direction. It aligned you to something that was more fulfilling. It aligned you to the purpose in your life. It aligned you to a direction of lessons and blessings that were for you. Okay, so yes, okay, the brokenheartedness, it happened, but it was there for a purpose. It was there because it was guiding you forward. It was aligning you to this life, to this purpose, to this higher way forward, okay? Because you see, the sixth chakra, it was clarified by the Judgment. The sixth chakra is talking about, that's your third eye, and that's talking about your intuition. That's about being able to connect yourself to your intuition by being able to follow it. It's the clarity through the processes. It's the clarity through your life. And the Judgment is talking about releasing yourself. Okay, releasing your ego, releasing the things, your ego and your fear and the things that actually hold us to our 3D worldly way of thinking. Okay, because the sixth chakra thinks beyond our 3D world. The sixth chakra is able to intuitively connect to a divine. It's able to get that clarity and that understanding of and knowing of things that just need to be. Okay, and the Judgment is saying you just need to release the things that you are holding tightly to. Okay, maybe you're holding tightly to that heartbreak and thinking, okay, did that actually align me to what it was supposed to? The Judgment is saying, yes, this is another step of divine direction. Okay? Your Moon card for your past energy was it's time to take action. The new moon in Aries, and Aries are a sign that likes to go right ahead. If they have their mind made up, they're going. And the new moon is talking, but this is a new cycle, okay? The way of the past does not have to be the way of the future, okay? You have the ability here to change that, to change the direction. It's time to take action to the change that you want to see, okay? Your current was contract. And this can be talking about all sorts of different contracts. This can be talking about marriages, works, soul contracts, okay? All sorts of different contracts. Stepping out of your comfort zone and the end to a tough cycle approaches were the two moon cards that came out of this. Step out of your comfort zone and the end to a tough cycle approaches. And the end to a tough cycle approaches, I pulled that one actually myself last night, and that's really talking about, okay, you've been through a lot. It hasn't been easy. Okay, this contract, maybe you fulfilling it is going, maybe there's still stuff that, you know, is required of you, you know, and it's exhausting. Maybe it's heavy. Maybe it's kind of a hard, heavy requirement. Maybe it's talking about legal stuff. Okay? But it's talking this end to a tough cycle. This full moon in Capricorn is saying, okay, but you need to complete the cycle. You need to learn the lessons. You need to finish it out so that you can move on from here, okay? Yes, it has been a tough cycle. Yes, it has been tough to get to where you are, but it needed to happen. That heartbreak needed to happen to set you on your course of direction, okay? Can you clarify this contract for me, Spirit? Devil energy, how? The devil energy. It's as though this contract is this low vibration. It brings out this kind of attachment, this low vibration energy. Clarify this devil. The Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this contract is, to me, is something that I'm feeling it's almost as though you feel very burdened by it, okay? It's almost as though, maybe it is that relationship, but it's something that you feel that you are bound to. You know, maybe unable to see the balance within this contract, okay? Her eyes are blindfolded, so she maybe can't even tell that, you know, life is balanced before her. You know, maybe she's just so focused on the negative energy. She's so focused and attached to, you know, the possibility of negativity, okay? She's keeping herself up late at night. She or he, sorry. I'm just going off the cards here, but, you know, the it's the Nine of Swords is talking about that hardship, that staying up late, you know, the anxiety of not being able to move forward. You know, it's talking, these two together is talking about that toxic low vibration energy that just keeps feeding you back, and, you know, it makes you unable to see the balance here, you know, makes you blindfolded to the balance of the life. I think maybe what it's talking about is that heartbreak, and as though, you know, yes, okay, it aligned you to something that was much better for you, but did you see it that way, or were you stuck to this whole blindfolded kind of situation of, well, it's just low vibration energy? And okay, no, see, there's this Ten of Swords is talking about walking away from that, okay, leaving the darkness behind, cutting the shit that just isn't going to work, cutting the shit that you can't take forward with you. That includes negative thoughts, negative energy. That's what that's about, okay? The moon came out after that. See, Spirit is here, even in the darkness, even when you cannot see the changes that are happening, Spirit is here. And maybe you don't see the changes right now. Maybe you're so focused on the darkness that you cannot see any light within it. But Spirit is saying, just trust it. Fall deep within the understanding that you are being cared for, that you are just not blowing on the wind and completely out in the open on your own, okay? Yes, okay, she's falling deep beneath the surface here, but she's falling deep into the trust that the moonlight is going to sustain her. The moonlight is going to see her through, okay? And that's Spirit. That's what this is saying. It's trusting Spirit. Trusting Spirit to go forward with this brand new spiritual being that you are. It's throwing, you know, throwing these life lessons that you have learned, this hardship, okay, throwing it in the air and embracing this new way forward. It's giving up the bullshit. It's saying, okay, maybe that was the way of the past here, but it aligned me to something different. Okay, the heartbreak happened and it was tough, and yeah, but the way I'm going forward here, I'm transforming myself into a whole new being. I'm opening myself up and aligning myself to a whole new forward way here, which the Ten of Pentacles was behind that. And that's talking, as you align yourself to this brand new spiritual being, as you align yourself to this whole new opportunity, this life before you, the Ten of Pentacles is what comes after. Because there's fulfillment here for generations. Like, that's life, and, you know, that's a lifetime of fulfillment. Those are grandparents with grandchildren, okay? There is so much fulfillment here for you. But you need to acknowledge that what happened needed to happen. Tower moments need to happen. Shit needs to crumble so that we can go forward with what is actually truly going to serve us. And that heartbreak, no matter how it came, it had to happen because there was a change within it. It was a huge dramatic change that realigned the whole situation to something that is going to be much more fulfilling. Okay? Lifetime of happiness, sustaining. Drop the bullshit. Stop allowing the Five of Swords. Stop allowing the negative bullshit to just repeat in your head. Only you have the power to control that. Okay? Only you have the power to say, okay, enough of that. I'm not going to listen to that, okay? I'm not going to allow that kind of negativity to continue to replay in my head. No, no more. Near future was the yin and the yang, and the yin sign was up, and that's going forward with the understanding and the emotional kind of side of your life, okay? The intuitive side of your life. Do you notice how you guys are being so totally pulled to your intuitive connection this month? It's because it's saying there's that need for transformation within inside you. Absolutely. Three of Wands and the Three of Swords. It's saying that in order to go forward here from this heartbreak, in order to overcome this heartbreak here, this Three of Swords energy, there's a need for you to want to go forward in your spiritual connection. There's a need for you to want to move forward here. There's a need for you to want to follow that inner yin side to you. Okay, that inner emotional, intuitive side to you. Okay, that's what overcomes the heartbreak. And the Three of Swords, that talks about heartbreak. Look at that is a painful card. That is a hard place for us to be in. And I'm not even going to get into what it could be, because you know what? It could be a lot of things. Look at all those strings. They tie to a lot of different things in her life. Okay, and Three of Swords does. That true gut-wrenching heartbreak ties to all of us in many different parts, many different forms. But see, here she chooses to go forward. She chooses to look beyond the heartbreak and look to the creative future. She's transforming herself here. She's setting herself free. That's what going into this ocean of newness is all about. She's literally setting herself free from feeling like she has been trapped, from feeling like she can't go forward, okay? This is the distant future. It's communicating. It's having the ability to actually communicate what it is that you feel, what it is that you want to go forward with, okay? What it is that you see in your life happening, okay? It's the ability to communicate what you want with love, okay? Not only, and maybe to yourself, but also to the world around you, okay? Remember that the energies that you put out, that is what you get back in. Remember that what you say is the power. What you communicate, you know, and look, communication is the key. Isn't that crazy? Communication is the key, okay? This fifth chakra, it was the magician. Because that clarity in your communication to the world around you, that clarity to yourself, that clarity to the communication to yourself, to others, to the universe. That is important, but that is also where you get this power from, okay? As you can communicate what it is that you want with love and understanding, okay? Truth. You open yourself up to huge power, okay? This magician is saying that all of this power is within you, but you need to speak of it. You need to gently and gently but firmly bring forward what it is that you need to talk about in this life. Okay, that you need to communicate. That power is within you, but you need to say it, okay? Yeah. Death and transformation was on the bottom here, guys. How's that for reaffirming? Death and transformation with the King of Cups, yourself, okay? It's transforming yourself here. It's transforming yourself from maybe a person who has been afraid to actually just have faith in something higher. And the King of Cups, he's so emotionally solid in the person that he is, okay? He understands that all of the lessons in life, they all played a part, okay? But he trusts it. He's a fisherman, okay? He understands that he doesn't need to go out day after day after day and create these huge, monstrous, to-do lists. He goes out and he fishes for what he needs for that day, and he enjoys the day for what it is, okay? There is this need for transformation within inside you. There is this need maybe to transform from maybe, I don't know, this Five of Swords kind of fella, somebody who has been really hard on himself. It's time to transform from him into somebody who just understands and knows that, no, I'm solid within myself. No matter the heartbreak, no matter what has come, I am solid within myself, okay? And the Moon card, all these cards, I keep sticking my arms on them and then they stick to me. And the Moon card was conclusions are within reach. The full moon eclipse. This happens Saturday. A full moon lunar eclipse, but conclusions are within reach. Okay, the ability here to change this, like drastically change this and move forward with a completely new energy and a completely new way forward. This is your ability. This is all within your hands. How you choose to go about it, that is up to you, okay? Whether or not you choose to actually, open yourself up to this new way forward, okay? Or whether or not you choose to just keep embracing that devil energy, that negativity, right? Okay. She who for Scorpios, the month of July. She who nurtures, empathy, gentleness, and insight. She who nurtures, Colette. She who nurtures, empathy, gentleness, insight. Colette, she who nurtures, entwines her hair with a soft crown of flowers and leaves. Her name is Colette, meaning necklace in French. She also wears a delicate gold chain, adorned with the amethyst and a tiny pink pearls. The soft luminescence of the pink pearls and blossoms reflect Colette's gentle nature and her nurturing heart. Purple amethyst is a stone that promotes healing from grief, as well as a sense of balance and peace. On Colette's forehead, it signifies the third eye chakra, the source of her insight and intuition. She instinctively knows that others are instinctively knows what others are feeling, so she is able to nurture those who need her gifts of empathy. This card brings a gentle message of hope and healing. When you are troubled, turn to those around you and let them see what you need. If you are lucky, you may encounter one of those rare souls who sees at a glance exactly what you are experiencing. Will you recognize the knowing souls like Colette by the empathetic depths in their eyes? Allow yourself to be nurtured back to health and happiness. Wow. Absolutely, guys. For real, you know. Look at here. The third eye. Okay? Allow yourself to be healed. Allow yourself to release this pain, to overcome this pain. Allow yourself to move forward. Okay? There's so much more happiness. Allow yourself to just embrace, you know, that change, that hope, okay? That healing, that peace. Guidance going forward here. Guidance going forward for Scorpio Spirit. What's the guidance you have? Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands. There's change here, guys. And then the Three of Wands. You know, there's change. There's positive change happening all around you. See these beautiful lights? It's because change is here. Change is all around you. The way forward, the positive way forward to release these negative energies, it is all around you. But you must be first willing, like the Three of Swords, to embrace that journey. You must set yourself forward. You must take the step, okay? Into the ocean, into the movement, into that knowing and that going forward, okay? Scorpios, that was a beautiful reading, and I really truly hope that with this month of transformation before you, that you open yourself up to the ability to manifest and create all that you want in your life. That you do not let the darkness or the negativity or the heartbreak of the past hold you back anymore, because it was there to align you to something that was much more fulfilling. Okay? Even if that's within relationships, you know, maybe it's a relationship that has struggled in the past, has had heartbreak in the past, but that heartbreak it still needed to crumble. Even within relationships, stuff needs to crumble. Tower moments need to happen, because you need to rebuild. You need to go forward, okay? You can't keep shabby buildings that aren't just going to serve, you know, purposes. You can't keep pillars that are no longer serving their purposes. They're broken. They're not here. You know, they need to come down so that you can build something strong. Okay? And like this angel says, that inner strength is within you. So embrace it. Okay? Allow this transformation to happen. Allow yourself to be open, okay, to all of this, to all of these new wonderful things coming into your life. This new wonderful positive energy. All right, Scorpios, until next time, take care of yourselves, okay? All right, up next is our Pisces, our beautiful Pisces friends. Give me a second here. I'm going to clean up these cards. Pisces. Hi, guys. So, welcome back. Now, before I kicked you out of the last time, at the beginning of this video, I forgot to kind of give the housekeeping things. So, I'm outside. My kids and my dogs are home, so you might, if we get interrupted, I apologize. Also cuss a little bit, so if that's an issue, there's your warning. I also need a drink of water because you guys are number 3. All right, ready? I have some stuff written down as far as the astrology goes, and just kind of what, like, I'm not an astrologer by any means, but I definitely love to look into the energies of each month and what those are kind of bringing in. So I've kind of done my own research and just kind of like put together what I was thinking. So July is shaping up to be a huge month astronomically. Okay, it really is. There's a lot going on. The beginning of this month could really have you evaluating your relationships, romantic, family, friends. What may not have been serving your highest intentions, maybe leaving you looking at what is important to remain in your life and what is not supporting your highest intentions in this life. It could leave you really looking at your world as a whole and how you contribute, or maybe how you want to contribute, okay? At the end of the month, it will bring in a new moon, which could bring in a new kind of romantic relationship. Maybe it might bring in the ending to a relationship that is no longer serving you, or aligning you with movement forward. Overall, Pisces, this could be a big month for your relationships and connection to the world around you. So, let's see what it's all about. So we're starting with the Energy Oracle deck. We are going to pull some distant past energy, some recent past energy, and then some your future energy and distant future energy. Get so confused with those every single time. It's ridiculous. Okay, so this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of July. Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces, month of July. Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces, distant past. Recent past. Oh, what do we have flipped over here? Journey. Near future. Future energy, spirit. Distant future. Distant future energy. Oh, they weren't joking. Okay, the world is on the bottom here, guys. All right. This is for Pisces as well. So we are also pulling Moonology cards. I'm going to pull one for the past, present, and then the future as well. Before we get started. Past energy. Okay, Pisces. All right, let's get into this. Wow, my goodness. The world is on the bottom here, okay? Followed by storm warning and cornucopia, okay? Well, isn't that the truth? Look at this world. See how there's this dark side to it and this light side to it? Like the storm warning and the cornucopia, okay? The goodness and the hard parts of your life. See this ring? It's all illuminated. It all serves a part. It all serves a purpose, okay? Every last hardship, every last struggle, every last painful thing that we have come from, it all serves a part, okay? So let's get into this because, yeah, holy smokes, happy family. This was your recent past energy. So I'm kind of feeling that, you know, sorry, that's your distant past energy. You know, and maybe that had to do with a family. Maybe this whole change within this month is this dynamic of this family, okay? Happy family. Can you clarify this happy family? Spirit, clarify this happy family. Ace of Cups. There's a new opportunity here. Maybe you met somebody that you were interested in creating a happy family with. Okay, maybe it was just a change within that happy family. So this happy family was clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? I I feel as though as a distant past energy, there was this opportunity for you. Okay, there was this opportunity that revolved around a happy family, and whether that was your childhood family or whether it's your actual family, like a partner and your family, there was this movement forward here. There was this ability to have all of these wonderful, happy things. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying, okay, yes, it was wonderful and it was beautiful, but there was still work to be done. Okay, it was a slow-moving process. Maybe it's talking about hopes and dreams that you were hoping to have for this happy family. Your most recent past energy was strategy and the Magician in the Mirror. And to me, this is talking about writing down your goals, writing down your plans for your life, okay? Journaling, okay? Taking the time to really strategize what it is that you want to go forward with, okay? And the Magician in the Mirror, see here how this mirror is hazed, it's fogged over? Because the future is not yet written. He has the ability here to balance out his intuition and his spiritual side, as well as the action and the fire side of his life. Okay, but what he chooses to do with that balance has not yet been written. The future is still unclear. And that's where the strategy comes in, because it really helps you to align yourself and that power to the direction in which you want to go. Does that make sense? Maybe this happy family was something that you were like, oh my goodness, judgment, but this was... There was a divine need to maybe release what it was that you were holding on to. Maybe it's as though you I feel like your distant past energy was like, this is the family that I want. This is the life that I really want. This is the opportunity, This is the happiness that I want to come through. You could see it. It was almost as though you could feel all of those opportunities, those cups, those pentacles all within your hands. It was as though those positive energies were kind of circulating you. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying that positivity was there. It takes time to plant those pentacles. It takes time for that to really take form and come to be. And the way that the planets are really aligning this month, guys, this is a huge time for all of these kind of great feelings to really come into action. And when strategy and the Magician in the Mirror here in your most recent kind of past energies, and then it's followed by the Judgment, this releasing of how maybe you've been holding on to this. Maybe it's your releasing of, how you've seen this going. And you just handed it over, right? You handed it over. You said, this is what I want to come into my life. You wrote out, you strategized what it was that you wanted to manifest. You wanted to create. What you wanted that mirror of the future to look like, okay? The Seven of Wands was after that Judgment, because you know what? There's always going to be a lot of naysayers and haters that have a lot of fucking negative shit to say about what you do in your life. But the Seven of Wands is understanding that that light that shines within you, that's your light. That's your authenticity, okay? That is your originality. That is the things that spark your life and add creativity and color to your life. And though that light needs to shine, that solar plex within inside you, that spiritual being that's within inside you, no matter what anybody is saying, okay? Maybe, I don't know, just no matter what the negative energies is coming around, that Seven of Wands is talking about connecting back to yourself, okay? It's understanding that the naysayers may say what they need to say, but that light that shines within you is you. That's true to you, okay? The Five of Wands after that Seven of Wands is kind of talking about maybe feeling a little scattered. And maybe you have been feeling a little scattered in this recent past energy, okay? Maybe it's as though you wanted all of these good things. You wanted this energy, but you didn't really know how to obtain it, okay? You wanted this positive change. You wanted this light. You wanted to be able to really fixate and block out the haters, But the Five of Wands was talking about the inability to actually kind of focus that attention one way or the other, okay? The Sun and then the Justice behind that, because you see, there is this fulfillment. It's as though, okay, maybe things haven't been working out in the past. Maybe, you have been dreaming of this, but it just has not really come and taken its fruition, or its fruition in this life, okay? It's as though maybe it's been avoiding you, okay? But here, within this strategy, within writing out the plans that you wanted to take to really align yourself to the life that you wanted to live, you know, you've opened yourself up to this fulfillment. And opening yourself up like that Sun card, okay, allowing those blessings and the goodness to come in, that's how you bring this karmic balance. Because if you shut yourself off to actually to actually allowing the light to come in, to actually allowing that sunshine to fill your soul, if you block yourself off from that, well, then you're not allowing the actual karmic justice of spirit and the universe to actually play itself out. Okay, you need to have faith that as you open yourself up to the abundance of the world around you, that what comes for you will be just. What comes for you will be balanced. Okay? It will be fulfilling. Sorry, where are we here? Okay. This was the moon card that you pulled as your past energies, and your answers, the answers you need are coming, and that's the full moon in Gemini, which is the full moon this month. That's the full moon that's coming. The answers you need are coming. That's kind of, as a future, it's almost as though, you know, what you've been waiting for in this anticipation, it's here. You know, this full moon in Gemini is on Saturday. The answers you are needing are coming. Have faith in it. Open yourself up like the Sun card. Open yourself up to receive your answers. Okay, open yourself up to the abundance. Okay, so your present energy was journey, and then the moon card for your present energy was surrender to the divine, which is the full moon, which is happening again Saturday. Okay, it's a lunar eclipse full moon, but it's still a full moon. Okay, this journey card, this beginning, your present energy is saying this is a path for you that is divinely for you. Okay, follow it. Have the faith to keep going. Surrender to the divine here. Surrender your ego to what it is that your spirit is calling you to do. Okay? Clarify this journey. This journey in the present. Clarify this journey in the present. 10 of Wands. Okay, you see, yes, the cycles have been hard. The burdens that you have carried, the 10 of Wands is talking about hard cycles coming to an end. It's about putting in the rest of the work. Here she is going down the mountain, you know. She's got her faithful yak beside her here, carrying, you know, all of this heaviness. And it's talking about, okay, yes, the cycle has maybe been really tough to complete, but it needed to be completed, and you are finishing it. As present energy, it's saying, yes, okay, finish that cycle out. Finish that cycle out. There's liberation for you. 6 of Wands behind that. There's liberation as you finish this cycle, as you open yourself up to this journey. Okay, as you allow yourself just to acknowledge the hardships for what they have been, and to give yourself credit for being able to finish those cycles out, those lessons that you've learned. Okay, you liberate yourself. The 2 of Pentacles, that's the understanding and the balance, the flexibility and the need for that in our life. The need to be able to be flexible within our spiritual and our action side of life, kind of like the magician in the mirror, right? Being able to balance out our spiritual and our fire side, like our spiritual and our action sides of life. That's what the 2 of Pentacles is saying. It's the ability to go with the flow of life, okay? To follow your journey, but being flexible within it, okay? Because not all the time will it go the way that we think it needs to go. Absolutely not, right? The 6 of Pentacles was behind that. You see, the 6 of Pentacles is talking about, it's the law, it's kind of like the law of attraction. For the energies that you put out, the thoughts, the intentions, the energies, okay? Whether that's good or bad, what you put out is what you get back in. It's that infinity symbol, right? You need to understand that as this journey card, this process of just finishing out these cycles, allowing what needs to be done to just be done, okay? And then acknowledging that you need to have that flexibility within your life, that you need to, you know, embrace the positive energies and pay attention to the energies that you are putting out. Because like the 2 of Pentacles, it's the infinity symbol, right? Like the 2 of Pentacles, it's continuous, okay? That flexibility is always continuous. Surrender to the divine. So near future was all tied up. And this to me is really talking about maybe not being able to see your way forward, right? It's as though you have all of these, you're looking for these answers, right? You're looking for these answers. You have all these questions, and they're tying you to this life. They're binding you. right? And it's the inability to be able to see your way forward. But notice how the moonlight is illuminating her in this, because spirit is illuminating the way forward. Sit with yourself, okay? Allow yourself to really connect. You know, allow yourself to sit with yourself and know, okay, this is what I need to heal. Okay, because subconsciously, sometimes we carry around a lot of pains and burdens and heartaches that we don't even necessarily truly know or understand that they are affecting us to the level that they are in our everyday life. Okay? Pray. Okay? Pray. Allow yourself to communicate what it is that you want in this life. Allow yourself to truly communicate the blessings that you want to see come into your life. Okay, and that doesn't have to be specific, like, you know, oh, I want this amount of money, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this. No. Open yourself up. Okay? Allow yourself to really work the light, kind of, right? You know, as you go over and you hand over the things that, you know, you need to release, this judgment, as you hand that over and you say, you know, Lord or higher or whoever that is to you, you know, these are not things I want to go forward with, okay? I do not want to be tied and bound, you know, I want to open myself up, I want to go forward with here, okay? It's where you find the ability to overcome the negativity, the ability to overcome the Five of Swords, okay? That negative kind of thought process that goes through our heads, you know? The Five of Swords is talking about all of those harsh tension kind of thoughts that we oftentimes will just keep replaying, you know, and it can be words of others, it can be things that people have said to us in the past, but it stops us from allowing to see what Spirit is saying. That's the crow sitting on this man's shoulder. Spirit's saying, but I'm trying to show you a way forward, I'm trying to encourage you to keep moving forward. And you just need to sit with yourself long enough and connect to Spirit long enough that you can see that you can see that you are beautifully and perfectly made, okay? That the tensions and the negativity, you know, the negative energy that maybe people over here have been saying, that's not for you, okay? There is fulfillment here for you. Open yourself up to that. Open yourself up to the ability to go forward here. Open yourself up to the ability to untie yourself, okay? To be untied. Because if you're bound here, like this all tied up, if you're bound, you know, to the things of your life that you're keeping yourself trapped in, then why are you there? Because Spirit is illuminating your way forward here. Spirit is showing you the way, okay? Spirit is guiding you. Open yourself up to that guidance. Open yourself up to that guidance. That's where that fulfillment is. Door to romance, that's, you know, the distant future. That door to romance. So maybe you are single right now, you know, for some of you. Maybe you're coming out of a crappy relationship. I don't know. But there is this door to romance, and this doesn't necessarily need to be a new relationship. These can be relationships that just need to clear out negative energy, that need to restructure themselves, that need to heal within themselves and go forward from there. Okay? Let me clarify this door to romance. Clarify this door to romance as a distant future energy. Spirit. Clarify the door to romance as a distant... The Lovers and what? The Knight of Cups, yeah. The Knight of Cups, the Tower, and the Lovers clarify this door of romance. You see, and maybe there was this offer. Maybe this cup came in here, okay? Way back in the future or something. Okay, or maybe this is a new one. But there is this offer of love here. The Knight of Cups is talking about love coming in. It's talking about a new offer of love coming in. And the Tower was behind that, okay? And the Tower moment is saying, okay, but you need to let the shit crumble that needs to crumble. In order to embrace this newness, in order to embrace this door of romance, you have to let the old ways crumble. You cannot go forward with the old structure. It needs to come down, okay? In order to embrace the love, the lovers, the past and the structures of the past need to come down. There needs to be a shift here. There needs to be a change within this, okay? Show the world the real you. Show the world the real you. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay? When you show up and you are true to who you are, there will always be a win-win. Okay, because even if it doesn't turn out the way that at the time you think it needs to, it will turn out for the best intentions of it. Okay, when you show up to who you truly are, when you bring your truth to it. Okay? She-Who for the Pisces. Pisces, month of July. Who is the she-who she must embrace? She who begins. Launch, actualize potential. Primavera. She who begins. You see, this is what it's talking about. This is the month for you to begin this all. This is the month for you to really truly open yourself up here. Wow. She who begins celebrates the birth of all things in nature. She welcomes the rising sun as the herald of each new day. Delicate vines echo the fine chain she wears as a crown. Rather than become a part of the vines, she moves into the next moment. Everything she honors has a fresh start. The grapes will be transformed into wine. The butterflies will lay eggs for the next generation of caterpillars. All things in her purview launch. All things. So Primavera rejoices in the potential of all things beginning. This card urges you to get started. Whatever has been on your mind or in your heart, this is the moment to begin. Commitment to the journey ahead by facing the dawn. Are you being called forth to set the match to the fuse? It's time to light things up, to take the next bold step. Spread your wings, put a smile on your face as you greet the next good thing coming into your life. Like Primavera, open yourself to beginnings. It's a time to actualize your potential. Isn't that the truth there, my Pisces friends? This is a time to actualize the full potential that you have within inside yourself. This is the time to transform, to align yourself, to be able to go forward with the relationships that you want to build long term in your life. Okay, we're going to pull some last guidance, just guidance to go forward here. This is from the Good Tarot. I have so many cards on the table, but I just keep picking them up by an accident. Guidance for the Pisces. That didn't take very long. 10 of Cups. 10 of Water. There is so much happiness and fulfillment here, guys. You just need to open yourself to it. See? Change your perspective. The Hanged Man. Change your perspective on what is surrounding you right now. That change of perspective is going to really open you up to allow yourself to see the new way forward here, okay? To allow yourself to really see the hope and the future, okay? Wow, Pisces, what another beautiful reading. I have absolutely loved the readings of today. Okay, guys, until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye now.